Okay guys, welcome to my how to hold videos, and in this video we're going to be looking at Mirage, and more in particular we're going to be looking at the A Palace area of Mirage, including some of the A bomb site. The A Palace area is also known as the Long A area. It's the elevated room coming from T-spawn into A site. We're going to be looking at timings, angles, positions, grenade usages, pushing, and terraced afterplant positions as well. So let's first define what area we're going to be looking at on the map. So the area we're looking at is the A site and the platform and the palace area. So this is the right hand side of A site as CTs, or the far left hand corridor as Ts. More specifically, we're going to be talking about this area of the A site, so the platform and just outside of it near Firebox. We will not be covering either the A ramp area or the connector area, as they are covered in other videos. So let's have a look at timings. We're going to look at counter-terrace timings, and the meeting angle. So for a counter-terrace to get up on the platform, either by jumping or going up the ladder if they're quick, takes them a minimum of 10 seconds, usually takes a little bit longer if you don't have a good spawn or you fail the jump. For terrorists to get to the corner of the edge of the palace here, it takes them 11 seconds. So if you have a good spawn and you do it right, you can peek into palace, but if you peek too far behind the pillars, they can get there first. The meeting angle is usually at the doorway there. Now let's have a look at aggressive and defensive angles. So we're going to start with a really aggressive angle. This is looking down the pillars of palace. And then you've got looking into the doorway from sandwich, looking at the corner, looking at the doorway, looking at the platform area, and then you've got a bunch of other angles that go towards the platform. So now let's have a look at the positions. Aggressive positions, defensive positions, one kill, and AWPing positions. So you can play in palace, you can play on top of the platform, underneath the platform, at Firebox, at the triple stack, at the danger box, in sandwich is more of a one kill position, at the stairs, CT spawn, quite a defensive position, jungle, defensive position, and in the connector can be a decent position. So this is an aggressive position here in the palace. This is a common position playing on top of the platform, which you can then use to go underneath the platform. This is a bit of a defensive position and palace is exposed. Firebox here is a good one kill position. Here's a pretty good position if you've got someone holding a ramp. You can get them as they come out. Same with this position. However, as you can see that you're not guarding the doorway, so from sandwich here you can do that, and from the stairs. So if you're holding towards the right, you should let your teammates know where you're holding. CT as well, you're holding the platform, and then jungle you're holding just the edge. This is a good place for an AWP. And then connector you're standing on top of the box holding. So AWPs can be held from the stairs. This is a strong position if you're rotating between mid. Same with here. If you're rotating between mid and palace, you can hold this. And CT you can hold as well with the AWP. So now let's have a look at some grenades. We can look at smoke grenades, flash grenades, and incendiary grenades. So we'll start off with smokes. So this doorway is the main place you're going to be smoking out. This stops them peeking jungle. This stops them pushing up that close. And it's nice and clean. So you can do this from the platform, from a bit further back on the platform. So this is the best smoke for palace. There are other smokes that can be used if you pop it forward, but that allows them to set up for other smokes. Be wary that you can set up the smokes through this smoke because there are things you can line up in palace. So you can do this from the triple stack as well. And danger box. Some of the places you don't want to smoke as you're just blocking your own vision, so Firebox is probably not a good position to smoke as you're just letting them jump out and get underneath palace. Same with on the palace, there's not much usefulness smoking as they can just jump over it and you can't punish them going through it. If you're at sandwich, you can throw the smoke a bit further deeper. This is a bit better for when you're holding it sandwich because you're watching them just exit the smoke and they can't use their things to line up smokes through and they can't set up. Stairs, you can smoke off the doorway. You can actually throw it in deeper if you wish. So these smokes are both a deterrent and a good way to punish people who are trying to come through palace. So you can almost always watch these smokes. You're not using them just to get away. So if you're holding at the CT, your smoking going to be on the platform. This is not actually a particularly good smoke, as it lets them get out, and they can get underneath palace, or they can come at multiple angles, but it can be used to delay. From jungle, you can do a running smoke that lands in the corridor here. Practice it before you're going to use it. It's quite nice, and it will stop them peeking jungle with an AWP. Flashes, you can do an underhand flashbang in palace. If you're going to push, it can be useful. Just be wary of the pillars. They can use the pillars to not get flashed. So don't expect everybody in palace to be flashed if you're going to play aggressive with these flashbangs. You can use the back wall here to flash people. This is a good flash if you think they're going to push, or they got like an AWP trained there. So you can do a non-running or a running throw, depending on which you prefer. If you're tucked into the cubbyhole and they've spotted you, you can do an underhand flash. Just make sure you don't hit the metal 2x4. Or you can do a underhand flash along the ground. This is probably a bit easier, but it can be spotted a bit quicker. You can use the back wall here to do a dual-handed throw. This is pretty good, as it's going to flash them if they're peeking stairs or palace. Or you can just throw a flash straight in. This is good if they're going to set up. If you're underneath palace, you can use the walls as well to flash. Just flash through the gap in the where the ladder is. Or you can throw a flash straight in, using the same gap. So some of these flashes you can peek with, some are just going to be deterrents, and some are going to help out your teammates if they're helping you. So each of the walls can be good. From firebox, you can use flashes as well. These flashes aren't that particularly useful because it gives away your position. But if you're getting assistance from jungle, they're quite good because it'll flash them. You can also use the back wall here. This is a better one. So if they spotted you, this flash will get them. But they've got to be out on the platform for this flash to hit them. From triple stack, you can do a dual-handed flash. This will flash people in palace quite nicely. It also flash people on the platform, but they may spot this. From the danger boxes, you can do a normal throw. This will flash people in palace, but it won't flash people on the platform. This one will flash people on the platform. So this is a better flash if they've already pushed out. The other flash is to delay. At sandwich, you can throw a flashbang just straight in. Not particularly effective flash, unless you think they're going to set up, or just to slow them down. It won't stop you getting killed if they know you're there though. This flash will help you with that. So you can do a dual-handed flash over the boxes, or you can use the back wall here to flash. So this helps you if you want to peek, or you want to get away from sandwich. Beware, they'll probably shoot you through the flash since there's only one exit. From stage, you can throw a flash straight in the same as you would at sandwich. Again, not particularly useful if you're going to peek after it. If you're going to peek after it, maybe you want to use this flash here. So this flashes flash people watching stairs, so you throw this flash and you jump and peek on the stairs. Or you can use this flash which flashes the back wall, and will flash people watching stairs, flash, jump up, kill them. From CT, you can do flashes as well. You can throw a flash straight on top of the platform. So again, this flash is not going to flash people who are peeking you, but it will delay anyone who isn't. This flash will more likely flash people who are peeking you, but they will see it if they know you're there. So it's not a pop flash. This flash could be more useful if you want to flash people on the platform, as it goes out towards the right. From jungle, you can flash over top of the arch. This is a decent flash, however you will be spotted while throwing this flash. If you want to do a flash that you probably won't be spotted, you can throw it towards the right side. This requires him to be out on the platform a bit more, but you won't be in danger from throwing it. If you're in connector, you can throw a flash that lands on the top of the stairs. Again, you will be exposed while throwing this, but it's one of the only decent flashes you can throw if you're there. So for Incendiaries, you can throw them in. These are more to delay, or if you think they're going to be setting up, you can throw one and then run off. So this is a good one. You throw it, you can fall down the ladder. If you can get it further in, you can even just jump off the platform. So this is a good one for delaying. They can still peek jungle and stairs through these Incendiaries, but they shouldn't get you if you're playing towards the right. Same with this one. They can actually go onto the platform, but they can't peek the left side of the site or where you're playing, which would be the right side for you. So from triple stack you can throw one as well. This one actually prevents them from peeking the stairs and palace, so it's pretty good. From danger you can throw one. This doesn't prevent them. The further you get it in, the more you can prevent them, which is therefore a better incendiary, unless you just want to stop them pushing. So something like this, which prevents them peeking stairs and jungle, are really good incendiaries. So it will force an AWP back, it will force any kind of aggressive pushback. You can do them from pretty much anywhere around the site. So this one here is probably the best incendiary. From CT you can't throw that type of incendiary, so you're just going to throw on top of the platform, get it as far as you can in, and it'll stop them pushing onto the platform. But it won't stop them peeking jungle. So from jungle you can throw an incendiary into the palace, this is good. However, it doesn't stop them peeking you as you throw it. Now let's talk about pushing, benefits and detriments. So there's two ways of pushing. You can either push to T-spawn. So this is not a very good push in my opinion unless you know they're going B, because it leaves A super exposed. You can push to A ramp, which is a better push. This forces anyone from A ramp to go onto the site, or challenge you, and anyone from T-spawn to go back. So now let's look at terrorist afterplant positions. We can talk about aggressive ones and defensive ones. So the first one here is in CT spawn, it's a pretty aggressive one. The second one here is at the danger boxes, it's pretty good. Firebox is also a good defensive, more of a defensive position. Underneath palace can be good if you've got someone holding jungle and you're watching CT, or the vice versa. In palace, you can do from either this position here, holding jungle and stairs, or you can do further back, just watching the bomb defuse. So if you're watching from this far back into palace, the bomb has to be planted for you. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.